Alright, another batch of eggs. Maybe this time I'll get the Pokemon that I'm looking for. Haha! What? Yeah! Gotcha! Shiny, why not? Now what do I do with all these other eggs? Ah, nice. What is going on, guys? This is Dobbs here, bringing you another Pokemon video. And in this video, I'm gonna go over the rarest thing that could possibly happen in Pokemon that I could find. And no, it's not Spinda, okay? It's gonna be something even crazier. And also, I have to give a big shout out to Anchor for sponsoring this video. I'm a huge fan of Anchor products, so I'm really happy to be sponsored by them. And if y'all didn't know, Anchor is America's #1 charging brand with over 65 million users. And as someone who uses their products a lot, I could definitely vouch. Their charging units are top notch. And today, they sent me this Anchor Nano Pro USB charger, which can fully charge an iPhone 12 Pro from 0% to 50% in just 26 minutes. That's nearly 3 times faster than the original 5-watt charger. And looking at my Furret, he seems to be enjoying it a lot. Just look at him. He's really enjoying how fast that charger is charging. Aren't you, Furret? He doesn't really talk much, but yeah, he's definitely enjoying it. And with the Nano Pro, you can choose between 4 unique colors that suit your style. And for me, they sent me the Glacier Blue one. And just holding it in my hand, I can really tell the high quality in it. There's kind of like a weight to it. It feels really nice. And not to mention that it's 50% smaller than the iPhone chargers. So it really saves a lot of space in your bag or even your outlet. So if you want to grab your own Anchor Nano Pro today, check out the link down below in the description. I definitely give this a Dobbs approval because it's a nice product and Anchor is a great brand to buy from. So I gotta give a big shout out to Anchor for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. And with that said, let's get started with the video. Alright, we're gonna start with something that's very likely and then move down to the most insane things that could happen in Pokemon. So, starting off, we have Eternatus. You have a 100% chance of capturing this legendary Pokemon when battling it. Yes, this legendary Pokemon has the highest stats out of all Pokemon by far, even more than Arceus, yet it has a higher catch rate than a Caterpie. Abra. Abra has a 99% chance of fleeing the battle in Pokemon Go. So if you're lucky enough, it will stay around 1% of the time. Focus Blast. Yes, the notorious Focus Miss move has a 70% chance of hitting the target, which are pretty good odds compared to the other things that are to come on this list. Togekiss Flinching You. Yeah, remember this from my Trolls video? Nope. Fuck! It was really no joke because Togekiss has a 60% chance of flinching you with Serene Grace and Air Slash, since the ability Serene Grace doubles the effects of moves. And yes, I'm thinking about making a sequel to my Trolls video, so watch out for that in the next upcoming months probably. Confusion. From Generation 1 through 6, you had a 50% chance of hitting yourself in Confusion. Yo, thank God they nerfed this in Generation 7 because hitting yourself half the time was just infuriating. Azurill changing his gender. Yes, Azurill has a 33% chance of changing his gender upon evolution. And this is because Marill has a 50-50 gender ratio, while Azurill has a 75-25 ratio. Landing a one-hit KO move. The moves Fissure, Guillotine, Horn Drill, and Sheer Cold will land 20% of the time. And still, that is very good odds compared to what's to come on this list. Like, that is just nothing. You'll probably land a million Guillotines before even coming close to what is number 3 on this list. Getting a shiny Pokemon from an odd egg. In Pokemon Crystal, there's a 14% chance of hatching a shiny Pokemon from the odd egg that you're given. And this is probably the best odds that you will ever have for a shiny Pokemon in any Pokemon game. Getting a female starter Pokemon. Yeah, believe it or not, every starter Pokemon has an 87.5% male ratio, which means that you'll get a female starter Pokemon 1 in 8 times. And I'm really wondering on why this is. Maybe because starter Pokemon are rare and they can't really breed without females around? Maybe that's why. Grimer running away from you. Yeah, you heard that right. Grimer has an 11% chance of running away from you in Pokemon Gold and Silver, back when common Pokemon could just flee from battle. But I still don't know how a pile of goo can outrun someone. That's just unfathomable to me. Present having 120 base power. One of the worst moves by one of the worst Pokemon of all time has a 1 in 10 chance of hitting a 120 base power Present, which is literally approaching Hyper Beam level. Just imagine getting hit by Delibird's sack in the face. Yeah, you heard me right. His sack. His big hairy Honeytree Munchlax. In Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Honeytrees have a 1% chance of attracting a Munchlax. So if you check all 4 trees, you basically have a 1 in 25 chance of finding a Munchlax. clearing Lieutenant Surge's gym on the first try. Yeah, given if both trash cans with the buttons are in the middle with 4 trash cans around them, you have a 1 in 60 chance of getting both buttons consecutively on your first try. So if you spend a ton of time trying to unlock Lieutenant Surge's gym, that's why it's rare. Salamence. You have a 1% chance of encountering a Salamence from a Bagon SOS call. So technically, you can encounter a level 10 Salamence, which really makes no sense at all. Alright, now we are under 1% for everything else moving forward, so here we go, it's about to get unreal. Encountering a Feebas. You have a 1 in 145 chance of encountering a Feebas on Route 119 on your first try. Because if you didn't know, there are 436 water tiles on that route, and there's only 6 of them that spawn a Feebas. And on top of that, on those 6 tiles, Feebas has a 50% encounter rate, so you might not even encounter it on the first try. So this Pokemon is very rare. A Generation 1 miss. As we all know, Generation 1 was insanely buggy, and there was a glitch that allowed you to miss a 100% accuracy move. You have a 1 in 256 chance of that happening, and man, there's been world records that have been lost due to the Gen 1 miss. So if you're speedrunning Pokemon Red or Blue and you're on world record pace, you do not want this happening. Capturing Necrozma with a Beast Ball. We all know the Beast Ball has an insanely bad capture rate on non-Ultra Beasts, and capturing a Necrozma at full health is 1 in 370 chance. So yeah, unlike Eternatus, Necrozma is more of a challenge. Encountering no Zubats in Mount Moon. I did the math and I counted 234 tiles I get to walk on to get through Mount Moon, and each tile has a 1 in 25 chance of spawning a Pokemon with a Zubat encounter rate of 65%. So you literally have a 1 in 400 chance of going through the entire Mount Moon without encountering one Zubat. So good luck. Metronome hitting self-destruct. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, you have a 1 in 658 chance of hitting self-destruct with Metronome. So if this has happened to you, I'm sorry, you got really unlucky. Recruiting a Kecleon in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. You literally have a 1 in 1000 chance of recruiting a Kecleon in Mystery Dungeon with a friend bow. Because if you didn't know, Kecleon has a base recruit rate of negative 33.9%. And you can only bring it up to 0.1% with the friend bow while being level 90, making it definitely the hardest Pokemon to get in those games. Encountering a shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium 2. Yeah, you can actually encounter a shiny Pokemon in Stadium 2 in the Challenge Cup, because each time you and your opponent get a randomized team, each Pokemon has a 1 in 8000 chance of being a shiny. And since each team has 6 Pokemon, it comes down to 1 in 1365 chance of you encountering a shiny. Encountering a Chansey in the Safari Zone holding a lucky egg. And no, this is not a shiny Chansey, this is just a regular Chansey holding a lucky egg. You literally have a 1 in 2000 chance of encountering one, since Chansey spawns 1% of the time and it holds a lucky egg 5% of the time. So yeah, those eggs are definitely lucky. I wonder what they taste like. Professor Juniper having a shiny Machino. Remember the opening scene in Pokemon Black and White? Yeah, that Machino has a chance of being a shiny. And in this generation, it's just the regular odds of a shiny. It is a 1 in 8192 chance. And man, when you think about it, there's been millions of these games sold, so there's been a lot of people who have probably seen a shiny Machino in the opening, which is such a salty way to start a new game. Alright, so this is when it gets kind of crazy. We are going in the 0.00% territory, so get ready. The Old Man Sea in Mirage Island. If you have a full party of Pokemon, you have a 1 in 10,923 chance of the Old Man Sea in the Mirage Island. So you can finally go get that Lychee Berry and also those wild Why Nots, because why not? Catching Pokerus. You have a 1 in 21,845 chance of catching Pokerus in any Pokemon game. Thank God this thing is spreadable, because it would be hell to raise Pokemon without the Pokerus attached to them. Winning the Master Ball Lottery. You have a 1 in 65,536 chance of winning the Master Ball from the lottery. And basically, you just gotta have a Pokemon with the same ID as your trainer ID, which is very rare. No wonder people manipulate this in Pokemon speedruns, because getting that Master Ball is crucial to getting that world record. A shiny Shadow Pokemon that retains its shininess. In Pokemon Coliseum, if you re-challenge a trainer that you have previously lost to, their Pokemon has a chance of being a shiny. And if their Shadow Pokemon has the same trainer ID as them, their Shadow Pokemon will be shiny. However though, if you capture that shiny Shadow Pokemon, it will go through another roll, essentially making it 2 shiny checks back to back. And with that odds, it would essentially be 1 in 67 million chance of you capturing a shiny Shadow Pokemon that retains its shininess. So this is probably the rarest form of a shiny Pokemon there is. So yeah, good luck. a shiny authentic Sinistea with the rare mark. And this actually happened just recently. If you didn't know, there are counterfeit Sinesteas and authentic Sinesteas, and there's a 1 in 100 chance of your Sinistea being authentic because it has a stamp on the bottom of it. And also, as we know, you have a 1 in 1,365 chance of getting a shiny Pokemon with a shiny charm. And then on top of that, there is a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting a Pokemon with a rare mark. So with this all combined together, the chance of getting a shiny authentic Sinistea with the rare mark is 1 in 136 million chance. And crazy enough, Shiny Hunter the Domination actually found this Pokemon. So congrats to him for getting one of the rarest Pokemon of all time. That is just downright insane. Finding Youngster Joey's Rattata. Yeah, I'm not even joking. It was shown in the game's coding that Youngster Joey actually has perfect bad stats. Like literally he has 0 across the board for all of his IVs. So technically, the odds of you finding a Rattata exactly like Youngster Joey's is 1 in 1 billion chance. Literally 0.0000002%. So yeah, I guess when Youngster Joey says he has a top percent Rattata, he's not joking. It actually is a pretty rare 1 out of 1 billion Rattata that he has. Finding the perfect Psyduck. You have a 1 in 73 trillion chance of finding the perfect Psyduck in the wild. And when I say perfect, I mean that it has perfect IVs, 31 across the board, which is 1 in 1 billion, just like Youngster Joey's, but he had the bad version. The Psyduck being a shiny, so with the shiny charm, it would be 1 in 1,365 chance. Having the perfect nature, which is 1 out of 25, and then having the right ability, Cloud 9, which is 1 out of 2 chances. So with all that time together, it's 1 out of 73 trillion chance of finding the perfect Pokemon, which probably has never happened given the number of games that have been sold with Pokemon. Alright, y'all all saw it coming. Finding the same pattern Spinda. Alright, so for simplicity's sake, let's just say there's 4 billion different patterns for Spinda. Because if we use this website, we can see that there's 256 distinct locations for the dot to be placed on Spinda. And so for one dot, there'd be 254 places, and for the second dot, there'll be 237, because the first dot takes up that space. And also there's an X factor of the dots being completely off Spinda, but we're not going to count that. So with the math, there is about 4 billion different patterns that Spinda can have. And so the odds of finding the same pattern Spinda is 1 in 16 quintillion chance. That is 18 zeros after the 16. So yeah, that is a very low chance of happening. But do you know what's rarer than that? Finding 2 Spindas with the same pattern that are also both shiny, which is 131 sextillion, 72 quintillion chance of that happening. But it gets even rare, but we're gonna get back to Spinda after a few more rare things. So after that, encountering unknown in order. The odds of encountering each unknown in alphabetical order is 1 in 6 undecillion. Did I say that right? 1 in 6 undecillion. I never even heard that word in my life, and that is a number. That is literally 36 zeros after the 6 in the undecillion. But you know what's rarer than that? Ash Ketchum has actually done this too. The odds of capturing 30 Tauruses in a row, just like Ash did in the Safari Zone, is 1 in 268 trigonotillion. That is 95 zeros. So yeah, when I say Ash has plot armor, he has plot armor. Alright, let's get back to the Spindas. The odds of finding a horde of shiny Spinda with all of the same pattern is 1 in 5 quinquadragonatillion. Yes, that is a word. It sounds like a mythical dragon from ancient times. Yeah, it's a humongous number. There's 138 zeros after the 5. So the odds of this ever happening is next to none. But we have to go further, and I promise, this is the last of the Spindas for this video, so prepare yourself. The odds of encountering a horde of shiny Spinda with the same pattern, with perfect IVs across the board, while all of them having Pokerus and their hidden ability, is 1 in 133 sepsexagnatillion. Did I even say that right? Sepsexagnatillion. That is quite literally 206 zeros after the 1 in this number. It is insanely large. Like my people. But I have found something that is even rarer than this. The number is so big that it literally says it's too big on this website I'm using to find out the name of the number. So the rarest thing that I could find that could happen in Pokemon is hitting every move with metronome in index order, which is a 1 in 617 illion chance of happening. So I guess after a certain point with numbers, you just start saying illion after the number. So yeah, the odds of doing this is unreal, and I encourage you all to go try it out and see if you can do it. Because if you do, you literally have won the lottery like 20 billion times in a row. But you know what else is insanely rare? Click on that subscribe button down below. Goodbye. Yo, if you enjoyed this video, I definitely recommend y'all to go check out my top 10 rarest shiny Pokemon of all time video, or even my top 10 rarest things in Pokemon video. There's 2 great options to go check out right now. So start binging and click that subscribe button.